Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Clan Sakai Major League Tournament for 2026 here. I'm your host, Aries, today, joined by the one and only Capybara. You know, he's just there for the vibes. But welcome back, and this is going to be the final match to complete our week 1 of the higher division matchups here. We're going to be watching a banger today between Melee Sucks and We Bear Bear Esports. Or you could say WeB or WBB Esports. But yeah, it's going to be a pretty good match overall today. The next video that's going to be coming up after this are going to be the semifinals for the higher division. So I'm going to try to get them up running up as smooth as possible. But yeah, it's going to be a really good one. Can't wait to see what these teams could do. Hopefully I can get a new caster coming in to help me cast for some of these matches. You know, it's kind of gets annoying doing this by myself, but I enjoy it, so it doesn't really annoy me as much. But I could really use some help, but if not, then I'll be able to cast all these matches. But it's gonna be fun though. Can't wait to see what we could do and overall. But let's take a look at our leaderboards here. It's the same as usual. You guys already know how it went. Melee Sucks versus We Bear Bear. Now, Weber Bear doesn't show up in his leaderboards right here because this leaderboard is showing the top 11, but they're mainly where, Team Electros and Team Falcons and Time Force are at. We just didn't get the extra slot due to some errors in our graphic design, but it's alright. But you can see Weber Bear Esports is going to be facing off against Melee Sucks here, and those who crow, they didn't really beat them, but Melee Sucks had a forfeit, but they're going to be playing against Weber Bear Esports today, so that's actually going to be good. So we're going to get a match today in the bracket. But yeah, the bracket is going to be updated for the semifinals video, so I don't want to give you guys too much thinking power to know where everything is at. But don't worry, everything is going to be all good. Can't wait to see what we could do, and it's going to be fun. But speaking of that, let's take a look at our predictions over here. As we take a look over here, so I got NYX Division wrong, and Azumi all the way down to Dizzy in 424. Got Titan Force correct, so that is on me though. I really was hoping for their team to win overall, but that's pretty much how it is. But today we're gonna be going with We Bear Bear Esports, me and Azumi, and Melee Suck is gonna be from 424 and Dizzy here. So that's gonna be their predictions for the match here. I think We Bear Bear, had a really struggled in the qualifiers bracket. I mean, they had one of their players that were in Mexico, so it kind of did a little bit of the ping difference since it was hosted on the Dallas, Texas servers. So hopefully they're able to do anything. And Melee Suck also, they're actually a pretty good team as well. So this is going to be a really, really good match here. I think We Bear Bear are the underdogs against Melee Suck, so you know how it is. But as we take a look at our players over here, Melee, Fire, and Gold, and versus Silver, Lugia, and Ham. So these are probably known players that you probably seen before. But yeah, it's gonna be a banger match. Can't wait to see it. And also for the maps and votes, right? Well, mainly for the maps here, you already know it's gonna be the same going in for all the loser quarterfinals matches. And it's also going to be the same for the elimination round 2. But yeah, here are the maps, Shooting Stars, Sneaky Fields, Double Shoes, How in the Open, and Rings of Fire. And then the predictions are going to be with Melee Suck actually being the ones that have the most votes in this matchup here. So that's kind of interesting here. I actually think Melee Sucks are going to be the team that wins it here. But yeah, alright, well, let's not waste too much time here as we get ready for our quarterfinals match for set 1. Alright, as we now get started with our first round here. It's going to be a banger coming in between these two teams. Melee Sucks versus We Bear Bear Esports. Can't wait to see what these teams are going to be looking for. But so take a look at the draft over here. It's going to be an Jay Young, Angelo, and a Kaze versus a Jean, Mina, and a Charlie. Interesting comms coming in from both teams here. I think to be honest, Melee Sucks have a pretty good movement type of comp here, but We Bear Bear also has some pretty good tags here. They're gonna go for a gene pool off of Gold here. Gold will be going down here. So Now the stars are going to be favored with WBB Esports here. They're going to have to play this a bit slow here. They don't want to give any pressure to Melee Sucks here as they're looking to wait for the Jaeyoung speed. Speed's going to go up here. Spires are going to be popped just to create a little bit more room. Lugia does get a tag on fire here. It does get a tag off the Charlie here. Looking for a kill here. A nice tank from Lugia to keep Charlie alive here. And Charlie is going to get hit by the poison, and Fire is just looking for some tags here. He's getting some really good shots here. And Silver also has another gene pool, so now they could just wait for the gene pool and just look on an easy kill on somebody. Right now they're just playing this very defensively. I think WBB Esports are trying to make a play here, and they could also work with the gene pool. Look at this, a nice pool, and that's probably going to be a kill. And Melee will be going down here. See, I'm liking WBB's comp here because like they could push up with the Mina and then it just pop a gadget and the Gene can hide behind the gadget and probably get an easy Gene pool. So I'm liking this comp from WBB, but Melee Sucks is looking to prove that wrong here and doesn't really get anything with it. And a nice Gene pool from Silver here, and Fire just barely stays alive here, but two of the teammates from Melee Sucks are going to be going down, and now it's only 7 seconds on the clock here, and this is looking like a WBB Esports round here. Everyone's just playing very defensively. Almost got the 2 kills there, but wasn't enough here. And WBB Esports will be taking the first round. An impressive showing coming in from the underdogs here. Melee Sucks are gonna have to figure this match out here. They need to get a little bit more kills here, but let's see if what they're gonna change here. Looks like they're gonna get aggressive on first round, yeah, second round here. They do have the blue star to work with. Lugia just trying to get a little aggressive, wants to find something here, and Jaeyoung does get a kill off of Lugia here, and that's actually going to be really good here, but they have to be careful here because this Charlie is also low. Doesn't want to stay alive here, and a nice dodge from Gold here. Lugia just misses it by a second here, but now this is going to be a little dangerous for WBB as they're down 3 stars here, and the blue star is also favored with Melee Sucks here. But here comes Lugia, goes for a nice play here. Does get the kill though, but now ties things up by a little bit. Now the teams playing a bit slowly. Don't want to focus on getting too much value here from Melee Sucks here, but a nice tag from Fire. That's going to be good. The Gene Pool goes out here and catches Gold off guard and does actually get the kill here. And now this is going to give WBB Esports a lead here. See, Melee Sucks got almost too aggressive here, but I still think they could clutch this one up here. They just need to get one more kill in order to tie things up here. As they're looking for opportunity, Hypercharge is going to be used from the Jaeyoung here. Looking for a connection here. Does get a kill though, but they still need one more kill in order to tie it up with the blue stars. Melee Sucks is going to pop down a super. Now he's going to blind all the brawlers here. Silver tries to go for a Gene Pool, doesn't get anything with it. And a nice kill from Lugia here. But here comes Melee, gets a kill on Silver here. And this is going to be dangerous now. With 21 seconds on the clock, I think Melee can actually get a really good kill here. But Gold is looking to get something going. And the Ham, unfortunately, is going to be going down here. And Charlie is not going to be feeling good about that. Silver just trying to stay alive here. They're trying to get a little aggressive here. They want to get desperate for this kill here, but it's not going to be enough as Melee Sucks clutches back up, and they will be taking the second round. An impressive showing coming in from Melee Sucks here. They're really trying to do everything in their power to win this match here, but it's still not over yet as we now get started with our game 3. Teams trying to play this very carefully here. This is like a more of a patient type of game here. They get aggro at certain spots and they also get aggro and fast, but let's see if they can make anything happen here as blue star is going to be in favor of Melee Suck here. And now Melee just trying to look for some damage off of the Mina here. Lugia trying to get a little aggressive here, but has to play this very carefully here. It's going to be a slow game as blue star is going to be in favor of Melee Suck, but they have to be careful because Lugia could get dangerous here, and this is the gadget I'm talking about. See, the gadget didn't last too long, but just that pressure alone could really do a lot. Does get a tag onto Melee here, and Silver just looking to get a Gene Pool going on, but he has to be careful because the Angelo is going to get a huge kill here, and that's actually going to be huge for Melee Sucks here. But Lugia does get the super off, but doesn't get the kill on Gold here, unfortunately. And now the game is going to be played a little bit slow here. Now they have to be really careful here. WBB are down by a lot, but they can still clutch this up here. Silver looking for a connection. Lugia gets some good damage onto the Angelo here, and a nice pull from Silver here. And now this is going to be able to slow down the game here. So looking for a connection here, melee. Trying to get as much damage as he can here. Has to find a open opportunity here. And melee goes for the super, tries to catch silver, but doesn't really get anything with it here. Right now, it's not looking so good right now for WBB here. But here comes Lugia, does have a super. It's gonna choose on melee, but doesn't get the kill with it. And nice heals coming in from Gold here. This is actually gonna keep melee suck here alive here, and now Silver has the gene pool here. This could be a game-winning pool, but they need to get a kill. They go to pull onto the melee to get their early kill, and this is gonna be perfect. Now the hypercharges are gonna be pop here. Silver needs to get a connection here. Lugia looking to get aggressive here. Tries to make a play here, but they need to get a kill right now. Gold is gonna be shut down here, and that's actually gonna be enough here. And WeBear Esports actually clutch it up, and this is gonna be good coming in from WeBear. They take the round here. And that is going to be good coming in from WeBear here. As we take a look at the stats here, great performance coming in from Fire here, but WeBear were able to clutch it up at the end. And that's exactly what you want if you're WeBear Esports. Now, let's see if they can make something happen in set 2 here. They're going to have to play this a bit carefully here. As we now get ready for set 2, let's begin. Alright, so now get started with our set 2 here. And this is going to be a banger one here. There's going to be sneaky fields here. And already aggression coming in from Lugia here. Melee does pick up a kill into Ham here. But let's take a look at our draft here. So coming in from WeBear, we're going to be seeing a Otis, Griff, and a Ash going against a Meepo, Crow, and a Stew. Pretty interesting comms coming in from both teams here. I think WeBear have a really good control card type of comp here. I mean, they do have a sneaky little Ash, you know, playing a little aggressive here, but yeah, let's see what they could do here. Is Lugia already trying to get a little aggressive here. They actually didn't get anything out of it though. Just gets stunned by the Meepo here. Meepo has to hypercharge. Ham puts down a gadget and gets a huge kill off of the Meepo here, which is gonna give Silver a little bit more room to work with here. Doesn't have to focus on 2 targets here. Is gonna get tapped out by the Crow here, but doesn't really get anything with it here. Now Lugia trying to get a little aggressive here, trying to catch Crow, and Fire just barely stays alive here. Lugia looking for a connection here, and they're gonna have to play this a bit carefully here. Lugia just gets stunned out here and tries to play for his life here. And a goal opportunity from Ham here, but doesn't really get anything with it here. Now Lugia has to play his life. Looking a little bit dangerous here. Melee gets a kill onto Lugia, and the mute goes in from Silver here. This is going to be good coming in from WeBear. They're starting to get a little bit more control here, but Melee is a little bit of a problem on the right here. But here comes WeBear, Lugia trying to get something going here. And now it's looking pretty good right now for WeBear Esports because they have a little bit more control here. And Melee sucks. Need to really get something going here. But Fire just trying to create some room for the team here as Gold looking to get something happen here. The Griff gadget does go down here to create a little bit more space. But you have to be careful. Lugia's gonna activate the hypercharge, trying to get a little aggressive, looking for a connection here. Fire pops in with the hypercharge, gets a kill onto Lugia, and it's only up to Silver now. Silver just trying to play his life. Don't want to give anything to them, and Fire does pick up a nice kill off of Silver here with a nice support from the Meepo here. And now this is gonna be a little bit dangerous. Hypercharge is gonna be popped. Gold looking for a kill here, needs to get something going here. Melee just trying to contest against Lugia. Lugia just stays alive just by a little bit here, but they're all about to go down here, and Melee's gonna choose the hypercharge, trying to wiggle out, tries to go for a kill. Ham trades out with Fire here, and now it's only up to Melee here, trying to get a goal, but it has to play this carefully. Cannot look for opportunity here. Melee could get a good pass up to Fire here and try to get the goal, and it's gonna go for the pass in here. That's gonna be a beautiful shot from Fire here, and that's gonna be a Melee suck game as they will be taking the first round. Now we get on for game 2 here. WeBear Esports are gonna have to lock in after that one here. Melee sucks are frustrated after that match here, but a nice kill from Melee onto Ham here, and Lugia just trying to get a little aggressive here. Does pick up a kill onto Gold here, and Silver just barely staying alive here. Has to play very carefully here. Cannot look for a connection. And now Lugia trying to get some connections off of this melee here, and they have to be careful here because the stew, and we already know melee on that stew, could be dashing around here if he has good ping here. And here comes Lugia trying to get aggressive here, just get a kill into fire here. It's actually going to be huge here because they could probably make a goal here. Melee does intercept the ball here, but now it's only up to melee here, and Silver just trying to stay alive here, and Ham is just going to walk it on in as they will be taking the first goal here. A better showing coming in from WBB Esports here. And now Gold trying to contest against Lugia here. He gets some pretty good amount of taps here, but Lugia just barely stays alive. Does get the heal gadget off here. Melee just trying to stay alive here. Trying to catch anybody in there to get a double dash through here. But the super does go down from Ham. And this is going to be a little dangerous here. Silver gets muted here, and that's not going to be good here. But a nice intercept from Gold here. But Lugia can just grab the ball and walk it on in. And that's going to be a game coming in from WBB Esports. As they're playing so well now, they could just take one more game and already be up 2-0 in the lead here. But Melee Suck need to wake up immediately. Looking dangerous. Coming in from Melee Sucks here. WBB are not backing down this game here. Now they have to play for the win. Right now the teams are playing this a bit slowly. Don't want to make any mistakes coming in here. Melee's just trying to get a little aggressive. But Ham does get the kill here. Lugia just trying to stay alive here. Now, it's going to be a bit dangerous here. Melee wants to find an opportunity here, but they have to play this a bit carefully here. Melee goes with the gadget drop to pop down to the middle. Looks for a kill on Lugia, but Lugia does place down the super just to give him a little bit more space. Melee trying to go for a read play. Doesn't really get anything with it, but Fire does get muted here. This is going to be bad. Coming in from Melee Sucks here. A nice gadget from Gold. Trying to stall as much time as he can, but the pass goes down from Lugia. And that's already going to be a goal. Coming in from WBB Esports. It is looking dangerous for Melee Sucks right now because they need to get a kill right immediately. They need to get some damage. But they have to make something happen here. Melee looking to kill Ham here, and this is going to be dangerous. Now Gold looking for a connection here. Has to play carefully. Fire does get a huge kill here. This could be a perfect opportunity for Melee Suck here. Does go for the pass on Fire. Goes for the pass on Melee here, but he needs to get a goal immediately. They only have 1 minute in the clock. Hypercharge goes down from Gold here. Hypercharge is going to be used from Fire here, and that might be a team wipe here. Silver trying to go for a mute, but doesn't get anything with it. And this might be a goal coming in from Melee Sucks here. The pass is going to be down on Fire, and that's going to be a good goal coming in from Melee Sucks here. Now ties things up here. Game-winning match here. Only one more goal to decide it all here. Gold trying to hold down the position here, trying to catch Lugia off guard here, but Lugia tries to tank as much shots as he can, does get stunned down and does get killed. And here comes Melee activating the hypercharge, does get shut down by Griff here, but they get some pretty good damage here. Gold just trying to stay alive here, wants to look for a connection, doesn't really get anything with it here, and now the teams have to play this a bit carefully. Silver looking for a connection here, does go shut down here, and that's not going to look good here. Lugia just trying to get a little aggressive here. Fire looks for an interception play, but doesn't get the ball out. Now this is going to be dangerous. Coming in from WBB, it's only up to the Meepo here, and Fire just got back here. Lugia looking for a goal here. They want to get a little aggressive here. Doesn't get the ball, but Silver looking for one opportunity here. Doesn't get anything with him, but Melee has to stay alive here. The interception from the Melee. This is actually going to be good. Can he get the ball out? He does get the ball out, and this is going to be good. A blunder coming in from WBB. And now this is going to be dangerous here because Gold could just pass it on to Melee, and Fire could also get the ball here, but he's looking for a goal here. Melee just gets something, has a super to work with, goes for the goal opportunity, doesn't get anything with it. Silver just gets the ball out of there. Lugia, the only one to defend, and this is going to be a goal coming in from Melee Suck as they will be taking the second set. An impressive game coming in from Melee Suck here. They just barely got that goal here. As we take a look at the MVP here, Gold did so well in that match here, and will be taking his MVP. Is now tied up here. Melee Suck showing WBB that they are the threats in this match here, but it's still not over. As we now get ready with our set 3, who will be the team to take it on in the lead? And here we go for set 3. Alright, so now get started for set 3 here. The score is now tied up between Melee Suck and We Bear Bear Esports. Let's see who's going to be taking this next round here, as We Bear Bear are going to be running with the Leon, Bo, and the Amber, going against a Lily, Sandy, and a Griff. I'm really liking the comp from We Bear Bear here, but a nice kill from Ham onto Fire here, and Melee is able to take out that Leon here. Now they're going to have to play this a bit carefully here. See if they're going to make something happen here. We Bear Bear starting to have a little bit more control here, because they're going to be able to take the 5 and 6 gem here. Fire does get a kill onto Leon here, but doesn't really get anything with here. Here comes the gadget down in the mid. Lugia has to be a little careful, because Fire can get a little aggressive here. And a nice kill from Fire here, but Ham needs to get something here, and a nice rob from Fire here. But we don't really want the Lily to have the gems here, because the Lily has the gems. She's not able to play a little aggressive here, and definitely doesn't want to feed anything. The bow mines are going to go down here. Gold is going to get caught up, but Lugia getting really aggressive here on Fire here, trying to get as much connections as he can. Melee have to play very carefully here. Bow mines are going to be stunning Gold again, and Gold just gets shut down once again here. And Silver waiting for the connection onto Fire, doesn't get anything with it. It is going to get shut down here. Lugia is going to be able to take those gems and just run away with it. And it's already a gem count coming in from We Bear Bear. Melee Suck need to get their foot up together here, because We Bear Bear are playing this a bit perfectly here. They're not really giving We Bear Bear, they're not giving Melee Suck anything here, and Fire is the only one who can make a play here. Tries to go for something here, doesn't really get anything here, and We Bear Bear will be taking this round. It is looking dangerous for Melee Suck right now. They need to get something going here, or else they will be knocked out. And they would not want to be down a lead against the underdogs here, because We Bear Bear are playing so good in this match here. But let's see if they could do, let's see if Melee Suck could clutch this one up here. As Gold does get shut down here. Fire looking for a kill onto Silver. Silver just barely stays alive there, but does get shut down by Fire though. Now the bow mines are going to be in the middle here to have to play very carefully here. Lugia is going to get a gadget down. Here comes the Leon gadget, and a nice pinch coming in from Lugia into Ham here is going to keep the Sandy back here, but Fire looking for a connection, looking for something right here, and can't really do too much with the Lily here, but needs to find an opportunity here. Melee just trying to get some damage onto the Amber here. Amber is going to get shut down here, and the bow mine does get attached. Lugia trying to get really aggressive here. A nice hypercharge play here. Fire get the kill, but doesn't anybody get the gem. And We Bear Bear are already in the lead here. Another gem goes down from Melee Suck here, and this is not looking good right now for We Bear Bear. Fire is going to pop a gadget, looking to get a little sneaky, has to find an opportunity. Does get spotted out though, but Fire just trying to stay alive here. A nice kill from Lugia here, and that's only one more gem to favor We Bear Bear. And they've been playing this set very well here. Melee has to get some damage. It needs to get in there immediately here. Gold is going to get shut down by this bow mine, but does stay alive here. Melee just trying to get something going here, but it has to be careful here. Fire trying to get a little aggressive here. Melee gets caught by the bow mine, but this is not going to be enough for Melee Suck here, as We Bear Bear Esports will be taking the third set and will be in the lead 2-1, and one more game will advance them to the next round to face off against Titan Force. And We Bear Bear, looking at the stats over here, Lugia played a perfect bow game here, got so much damage here, and it's not looking good for Melee Sucks. They're going to have to play this better here for Melee Suck here. This is for a fight of the elimination round here. We Bear Bear are a team that started from elimination, looking to knock down a team that came out from winners. But as we now get ready for set 4, here we go. As we now get it started with our set 4 here, We Bear Bear looking to close out the tournament for 3-1, but they need to secure this set in order to do it. Looking at the comp here, it's going to be a Brock, Doug, and a Kit going against a Crow, Gray, and a Bow again. And Silver is going to be on this Bow here. And look at this comp here. It looks like Melee Suck here wanted to play the Doug cheese comp here, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to do that here, because We Bear Bear are just adapting, and they already shut them down early in this game, and it is not looking good right now for Melee Suck here. I think We Bear Bear, all you need to do is just not worry about the kit too much and just really target that Doug, because the Doug is like one of their winners opportunity here. So they have to play this match a little carefully. Now, playing a little bit of the slow game here, wants to find a opportunity here, but Fire looks for a connection here. Does get a tag onto the Kit here. The Kit just barely stays alive here, but Melee is slowly getting his super here. The super goes down here, and Lugia is able to get away with that. And here comes Gold with the hypercharge. Can he get the connection? Only gets a little bit amount of damage here, but doesn't really get too much working here. The bow mines are going to be in the middle here. They're going to have to play this very carefully. Melee looking for opportunity, has to play safe here. Fire trying to get Kit hypercharge here, but look at Melee sucks. He has to hypercharge. He could make a game-winning play. The only thing he needs to do is just give the Kit the hypercharge and then go for a play here. But he has to be a little careful here because the bow mine is going to catch him off guard. And Silver, look at connection here. And this is not a blunder going in from Melee sucks. And look at Wee Bear Bear just spinning on them. And that's going to be a game coming in from Wee Bear Bear. Melee suck. One more game and they will be eliminated here, and We Bear Bear are already getting hyped in this match here. But it's still not over here. Still some time for Melee Suck to clutch up this round. And this is going to be dangerous. Fire getting a little sneaky on the right here. Lugia trying to get some information for We Bear Bear. And a nice tag from Fire here. And a nice kill from Fire here. Hold up, this is actually going to be really good. Melee Sucks is actually going to get him alive here. And this is a better start coming in from Melee Sucks here. Now they're playing it really well here. Melee does get the nice tag off of the Kit here. He actually gets a pretty good heal onto Fire here, and Fire was able to jump on the Crow here. And now they're gonna have to play this a little carefully here. Fire just trying to get some huge tags, and this is better start from Melee Sucks here. Now I'm gonna put the game onto a 2v2. And this could be a little bit of a dangerous game. They're going to have to play this carefully. See, they want to look for opportunity here. Lugia really has a lot of control to work with. And Ham trying to find a opening. But all they need to do is just break up the map for Wee Bear Bear in order to make something happen here. Super goes down here. Doesn't really get the gray here. And now they're playing for the waiting game. Don't want to really peek out too much here. Gold just try to stay alive here, and Melee is trying to build a little bit of some supercharge off of Gold here, but they have to play this a little carefully here. Melee's gonna run down in here, and Lugia has the hypercharge to work with. Could make a huge play. Melee just trying to stay alive here. And now they have to make something happen here. The super is gonna go down here. Lugia looking for a connection here, and that's gonna be bad here because Melee is the only one alive here. And this is gonna be a game from Melee Sucks here. Wee Bear Bear gonna have to play this a bit carefully now. It's now 1-1. Can this be the final game for Wee Bear Bear to close this one out here? Melee Suck fighting for survival here, and they need to win this immediately. And now Fire is gonna get a little more aggressive here, trying to find Silver here, but actually gets a huge kill. It's back at the same scenario. Uh-oh. This is dangerous. Looks like Melee Sucks have been figuring out the weakness for Wee Bear Bear, but it's not going to be very good when you got a Crow just doing so much damage here. Melee just trying to stay alive here. Does get shut down by the Gray here, and Gold is the only one alive. And one more round for Wee Bear Bear, and they will be closing this one out. Gonna have to play very carefully here. Melee Sucks cannot afford to make any blunders here, but it is looking dangerous, man. This Crow is getting so much value here. Lugia trying to get as much damage as they can, but they have to be careful here because they don't want to feed Melee the hypercharge here. But now they're looking for something here. They have to play this carefully. Fire trying to get tagged up here to feed up Melee super here, and Lugia trying to get a little bit of his hypercharge here, and Gray looking for a connection here. Has to find a opportunity here. Gold just trying to stay alive here. Has to play this a bit carefully. Fire goes in for the play here. Silver just barely stays alive here. This is going to be a bit better here. Fire just get a nice kill into Lugia here. Tries to get some damage here, but he needs to get some damage. And this is bad. Coming in from Wee Bear Bear as they're down a member here. One more round. And Melee Sucks just need to play this properly. They need to get a kill onto the Crow here. A nice jump here. Melee's going to get a kill here. He now has to hypercharge. This could be dangerous now. As one more round will decide the set. Wee Bear Bear have to play this carefully here. All they need to do for Melee Sucks here, they need to wait for the Kit super and give the hypercharge to the Kit, and the Kit will jump. This is gonna be dangerous here. They gotta play this properly here. Melee just needs to give the hypercharge to the kit, and the kit goes in for the play here. Flash and super here, and WBB know they have to play this correctly here. They need to hope there's a blunder coming in from Melee here. Crow is trying to get aggressive. Tries to go for a play here. A nice jump from Melee here, but Melee doesn't give. Oh no, he doesn't give the hot dog to the kit here. And oh my God, it's a blunder again. And this is not good. And look at WBB, they're spinning on Melee Suck. And they know the game is over here. Melee is not going to be able to clutch this one up here. He has the hypercharge. It's going to activate it. And my Juicy here, but Lugia is doing so much damage. And here it goes. Hypercharge goes in. And Melee Suck will be eliminated as WBB advances to the next round here. A perfect game coming in from WBB. Melee Sucks with a disappointing loss will be eliminated here, and Lugia will be our MVP. He played it so perfectly in that match, and that was such insane match here. We will be saying bye to Melee Suck here, as they will be eliminated our top 12. But that's gonna wrap up our video for today here. Hope you guys enjoy, and get ready for the semifinals between Team Ayoshi and Tung Tung.